I'm here with Marlon Phillips. Now, you're actually San Diego, Petco Park, February 13th. This is military appreciation. It's fitting for you because you're a retired military man, 25 years.
Yes, 25 years in the Army flying helicopters. So did a tour in Iraq during the first Gulf War, then did a tour in Afghanistan, did 2 tours in Bosnia, and so spent all my career flying helicopters, a little over 6,000 hours total time, and about 1,400 hours of combat time. So got to see quite a bit of the Middle East.
Well, you must be seeing a lot of family and friends here, military appreciation. You running into your old mates?
I sure have. Last weekend at Phoenix, I got to see a good friend of mine I flew with. He come up from Tucson, so it's kind of cool. You know, the whole time I was in the Army, I just didn't get a chance to go to a lot of Supercross races. So now that I'm retired and got hooked up with Legends and I'm the driver of their truck, gives me time to go see all the Supercross races I missed all those years. So just an awesome experience.
Well, that was going to be my next question. How did you hook up with the Legends and Heroes and Alex Morales? I know you ride. I saw some pictures of you riding, man.
Well, a friend of mine I ride vintage dirt bikes with in Colorado. He had a bike that he wanted to put on display with Alex. I was coming out for the season, for the Supercross season in 2011. Asked me to bring the bike along. I brought it out, gave it to the guys to put on display, and it's just all evolved from there. So now I'm the full-time driver of the rig.
Let me ask you this, when anyone comes up to you, like your old buddy that you saw in Tucson last weekend and stuff, what do you guys reminisce about?
Well, they all think I'm living the life right now, so, you know, most of them are still trying to work. But, you know, we talk about all the people that we knew while we were in and people you haven't seen in a long time. You know, you make a lot of really good friends. And one thing about being able to drive this truck around the United States, like you say, every place I go, I know somebody that lives in that area, and I get in contact with them, so it's really a cool deal.
How did you get hooked up with the helicopters in the military in the first place? What was the attraction?
Well, I drove truck for a lot of years before I went in the Army, and I always wanted to fly, and I wanted to fly helicopters. They're the coolest thing to fly, and the cheapest way to fly helicopters is the Army. So I enlisted in the Army, got to flight school, and anticipated just doing my commitment, get out and fly civilian. One thing led to another, and I did 25 years. Now I got a decent retirement, and I can live life.
Let me ask you this. I know those vintage bikes, you work on them yourself, they got to work on. Did you ever work on the helicopter when you were over in Afghanistan or Iraq?
I was a maintenance test pilot, so after we worked on all the aircraft, then I would have to go out and test fly it. And sometimes that can be a little bit difficult.
Any message you want to leave to any of the soldiers over there in Iraq that probably listen into our show?
I just want to say good luck to everybody over there, and hope they come back safe, and salute them all.